Hey, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Boss Lady. So yes, मैंने पिछली बार एक CA पे वीडियो बनाया था कि अगर आपको CA करनी है तो उससे पहले प्लीज वॉच दैट वीडियो राइट. So I was thinking to bring new videos on the topic what to do after 12th. Okay, so this video would be entirely in English, and I would upload the same video in Hindi as well, so that the people who are more comfortable in Hindi, they can watch in Hindi, and the people who are more comfortable in English can watch it in English. Okay, so let's start the video. Before starting the video, they are my two channels, Study Vlog and Study Vlog and Learning to Learn. In Learning to Learn, I teach commerce related theory subjects, and I think it will cross 1 lakh subscribers soon. And the Study Vlog is a new channel I have just launched. In that, I discuss various things like how to make notes and what are the appropriate ways to use stationery, gardening. It's more of a hobby kind of thing. Okay, so please check out those channels. Now, the first thing about what to do after 12th. So it's really important to understand, after 10th only you have somewhere decided your future, right? It is related to, you can say, either you have chosen commerce or science or arts, right? I'm specifically uploading this video for commerce students because I am from a commerce background. I have done my 12th from commerce. Okay, uh, if I can explain you or express my own journey, I wanted to do MBA since I have completed the 12th standard, because MBA was just introduced at that particular time and it was very popular, and you can say lot number of people were doing MBA and they were getting good jobs, there were good opportunities in the market, right? But that was when I completed the 12th. Okay, and after completing the 12th till graduation it was 3 years, right? But when I completed my graduation there were like n number of people doing MBAs, and there were a good population of MBA in that particular 3 years, right? So we had like n number of universities, colleges who were taking candidates for MBA. And when I thought of doing MBA in a very serious note, I was very serious, and that's why I took BBA as my bachelor's. I did not do BCom, that is BBA, Bachelor's of Business Administration, so that ultimately I could do Masters of Business Administration. But after completing 3 years of BBA, I got very good knowledge on commerce, on various topics of commerce like human resource management, marketing management. We had full-fledged subjects, we had assignments, we had projects, we had training workshops, everything. After completing the 3 year graduation, I thought of course, applying for MBA. Till then, MBA has started with their common entrance test, that is CAT, right? That is Common Aptitude Test. So I had to crack that, but before that I had to see about my financial situation, because I didn't want to do MBA from a simple local college. I wanted to go to a big reputed college, either through scholarship or through any other means. But I it was not possible for me at that particular time, keeping in mind the financial situation and everything. So I just skipped the part of doing MBA because of three reasons, three major reasons. First of all, I did not want to do it from a local college. That was my first preference. I wanted to do it from a very big college, or you can say very reputed college, or the college which has good recognition. Okay. The second one was the financial issue. That was, you can say, one more biggest issue, because if I go to big colleges or something, I had to pay more. The third and the most concern was related to population, or you can say the future of MBA. Many people who are actually were doing MBA, right? So now it was very difficult for me to understand the coming, you can say, uh, the coming opportunities in MBA. So I just skipped it and I did MCom. Fine. But I thought MCom would not give me a kind of, you can say, valuation, because many of the people are doing MCom. Many of the people, the majority number of people in India have a master's degree, right? So I did one more thing. I started with CS. company secretaries. As soon as I completed my graduation, I applied for MCOM as well as CS. CS means company secretaries. I was very much into law. I love reading law, teaching law. Okay, so for that purpose, I went through the curriculum of CS and just filled the form, and then I got the books. MCOM was very simple, easy, right? It was, I was going to the college, and then I was studying for my CS examinations, and I cleared MCOM. With MCOM, I also cleared my CS executive, right? And at that particular point of time, my brother was started doing CA. My parents suggested you can also do CA, so I just opted for CA. The problem with the CA was it was more of practical and I was more of theory, right? So there were a lot of difficulties in understanding the practical subjects, and I was not very much into practical subjects. So after completing my 3 years of articleship, all my trainings, OT, IT, everything, and completing the first group of IPCC and giving three, you can say, dedicated attempts of paper 2, I thought I would quit IPCC because it is not giving me any fruits. It's wasting my time, it's taking my all focus, right? And I could have completed my CS if I have not started CA preparations. Okay, so keeping that CA thing aside, okay, I completed my MCOM, and I also completed the executive level of CS. So CS has 3 levels, that is foundation, executive, and professional. Right now I'm at professional. After doing my MCOM final and completing my CS executive, I wasted 3 years, literally wasted, I can say, on the CA articleship, right? And then more 2 years on different jobs. And consecutively, I was also giving final examinations of CA final or CA professional. Consecutively, I was also appearing for CS final examinations, company secretary's final examination, that is also known as professional. I was able to clear most of the papers, and still 3 papers are remaining, which I want to clear right now. After that, I started have a YouTube channel, and I started turning my career from an executive job, or you can say auditing or accountant job, to a teaching job. Okay, I applied at a many places, and I actually have, like, now, as of now, 4 years of teaching experience, online as well as offline. Then I thought of clearing NET or JRF, and after one attempt, I was able to crack NET. What I want to say is, see my journey. I started with thinking of I'll complete MBA, and I ended up doing NET. So it's possible that things don't go according to your plan. It's totally cool, it's totally okay. It is very important to understand that whatever you plan, it's not compulsory that that is the only thing that is going to happen. No, scenes change, people change, places change, rules change, and ultimately you have to change. Okay, so what I want to say is, after 11th, or you can say 12th especially, you have n number of opportunities in future, right? You can do BCom, as you can say, the basic anybody would have suggested you. After BCom, of course, you can do BBA if you're very serious about doing MBA in the future. Some people also offer BCA, that is Bachelor's of Computers Administration, right? Because it is a combination of science and commerce. Apart from that, you can also choose some professional courses like CA, CS, and ICWA. So if you just start ahead, like after 12th, if you start, you will be able to complete it more early, right? So except this, there are n number of opportunities. These are all, I can say, the traditional things which anybody could have suggested you, right? Like to complete your BBA, complete your BCom, complete BCom with honors, try to do BCA, or you can also opt for CA, CS, ICWA, etc. But in the modern world, these are, you can say, of course, these are very much required. But except this, don't you think there are many opportunities available for CS, right? There are many entrepreneurship courses, right? If you're not much into entrepreneur, you can also opt for various competitive examinations so that you can go for a government job. For government job are actually available for accountants, for auditors, for tax assistants, etc. So before choosing any of the thing after 12th, right, please understand that there are n number of opportunities available in the market right now, not like the traditional method that you can choose from only these sectors. There are new sectors emerging day by day, and with your comfort level, with, you can say, your own future in your hands, you're just going to decide what is right for you and what is wrong for you. Before that, please study that the course which you're opting, it is going to take your time, it is going to take your money, it is going to take your efforts. So make sure you remember, you take the course after doing a thorough study. I made a mistake by joining CA without doing a thorough study. That was my, you can say, stupidest mistake, right? So first of all, whatever you choose, you can choose MBA, BBA, MCom, BCom, BCom honors, ICWA, CS, CA, BCA, anything. First, go through the course curriculum, go through the procedure, go through the all the things you have to cover, any, you can say, assignment, projects, training, etc. First, go through everything, try to find out everything, and then opt for a course curriculum. That would be much more beneficial to you guys, right? So I could say that before deciding anything, you should consider these 3 points majorly before choosing any career option. Even if you are concerned about your children, even if you're concerned about yourself, even if you're concerned about your friends, relatives, siblings, anyone, you should first consider the cost of the course. Sometimes the cost of the course is like 50 lakhs or something, but are you going to get the same return? No, right? Suppose if that is the case, you have to understand the total cost of the curriculum or the course which you're going to join. The second, the possible opportunities in the future of getting employed in the same course. This is really very important, because with the increase in technology, many things are becoming, you can say, outdated, and that too very early, right? So please understand, whatever course you're going to choose, the second most important thing you want to see is, what are the future opportunities in that? Are you going to get some return? Are you going to get employed? Are you going to get good opportunity for growth in future in that particular stream? Yes or no? And the last is your own interest. If you're not interested in that topic, even it's the course is cheap, the course is very, you can say, having a number of opportunities, you will not be able to crack if you are not interested, you are not paying attention, if you are not interested to crack it, right? If you're not trying to work hard, ultimately it will not give you results. So these three things are the basic things you should start, or you should study, or you should understand before selecting a course. And the last one is thorough study of the entire course, the cost, the efforts, the time, the procedure, the training, the project, everything, right? So this is how you are going to choose anything in after completing your 12th. And I'll make a series of videos on CA, CS, ICWA, BBA, BCom, MCom, so that anybody who's going to choose, or you being a parent or a student or a sibling, can give your child or yourself a better advice that what to choose or what not to choose, and it will ultimately help you to take a proper decision before actually committing to a 3-year course or a 5-year course, right? So this was my basic experience, and you can say a kind of discussion. I hope this video helps you, and if there is any query, you can mention in the comment section below. I would love to help you guys. Take good care of yourself, study hard, एंड बाय बाय।